Picture a restaurant in Osaka, Friday night, packed. A Japanese family walks in with two toddlers. They sit down and wait for food. No iPads, no phones, no toys. The kids just sit there. When the food arrives, they eat calmly with chopsticks. Now picture any Western restaurant. The second a family with toddlers walks in, the phone comes out. YouTube on full brightness. And the moment that screen dies, total chaos. Screaming. Food on the floor. Parents bargaining like hostage negotiators just to survive the next 20 minutes. Same age kids. Completely different outcome. So what is going on? Japanese children have consistently ranked among the calmest, most self-regulated kids on the planet. Not because they are punished into silence. Not because their parents are stricter. The real reason is three small daily habits that start when children are barely 1 year old. None of them involve screens, rewards, or punishment. And all three are backed by neuroscience. You can start using them tonight. The first habit is called osuwari. It means the practice of sitting. Japanese parents begin training their toddlers to sit still from around 12 months old. Not at a restaurant, at home, on a cushion, beside the parent. They start with just 60 seconds. Parent sits, child sits. No toys, no distractions. Just stillness together. After a week, it becomes 2 minutes, then 3. By 18 months, most children can sit peacefully for 5 to 8 minutes. By age 2, they can sit through an entire meal without any external stimulation. Now compare this to what happens in most Western homes. We never practice sitting. Not once. Then, we take our toddler to a restaurant and expect them to sit still for 40 minutes in a loud, overstimulating environment they have never trained for. That is like asking someone who has never jogged to run a marathon. The child is not being difficult. They simply do not have the skill yet. Osuwari treats sitting as a skill to be practiced, not a behavior to be punished. A study from Kyoto University followed 400 families and found that children who practiced structured sitting before age 2 showed significantly better impulse control by age 4. Their prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for self-control, developed measurably faster. Sitting practice literally rewires the brain. The second habit is called shokuji no sahu. It means the manners of eating. In Japan, every single meal begins with a ritual. The child places their hands together, bows slightly, and says, "Itadakimasu." It means, "I humbly receive." Every meal. Every day. This is not a prayer. It is a signal. It tells the child's brain that eating time has begun. In most Western households, meals have no clear beginning or end. The child wanders to the table mid-cartoon. Food is already there. They eat while watching a screen and leave when they get bored. Without a clear signal, the child's nervous system never shifts from play mode to focus mode. But itadakimasu does something deeper. Japanese children also serve themselves from around age 2. They carry their own plate, pour their own water, clear their dishes when done. Every time a toddler carries their plate without dropping it, a voice inside them says, "I can do this. I am capable." That is not a chore. That is identity building. And identity drives behavior more powerfully than any rule ever could. The third habit ties everything together. It is called mimamoru. It means to watch over while protecting. When a Japanese toddler starts to fidget at a meal, the parent does not immediately hand them a phone. They do not start negotiating. They wait. They watch. They trust the child to work through discomfort on their own. This is the hardest part for Western parents. Our instinct is to fix things fast. Child gets restless, we hand them the iPad. Child gets bored, we entertain. Child gets frustrated, we rescue. And every time we do that, we send an invisible message. You cannot handle this without me. Japanese parents send the opposite message. I am here, but I trust you. When the child manages to sit for even 30 seconds longer than yesterday, that moment becomes a brick in the foundation of real confidence. Not the kind that comes from being told good job, the kind that comes from actually doing something hard. Research from the Riken Brain Science Institute found that when a mother picks up a fussing child and walks with smooth forward movement for 5 minutes, the child's heart rate drops, muscle tension decreases, and cortisol falls. But the Japanese approach adds a crucial step after calming. The child is placed back and given the chance to try again. This cycle of soothe, release, and retry is what builds emotional resilience over time. Here is what you can start tonight. Pick one meal. Dinner is easiest. Put every screen in another room. Sit down with your child before the food arrives. Practice 60 seconds of calm, sitting together. Then start the meal with a small ritual. Hands together. A simple phrase like, "We are grateful for this food." A clear beginning. During the meal, when your child gets restless, resist the urge to reach for your phone. Wait 10 seconds. Watch them. Let them fidget. Let them find their own way back. You will be surprised how often they do. Do this every night for 3 weeks. 21 dinners. Repetition builds neural pathways. Ritual builds identity. Trust builds resilience. Osuwari, Shokuji no Sahu, Mimamoru, practice, ritual, trust. These are not Japanese secrets. They are how every child's brain is designed to develop. We just forgot. If this changed how you think about mealtimes, share it with a parent who is fighting the screen battle every night. Subscribe. Next week, we go deeper into how Japanese babies develop emotional intelligence before they can even speak. See you then.